Kashtira was hit so hard on the ban list. Arise Heart at 1. Diablosis banned. The deck is ruined. Nah, it's still best deck. So here we have the updated deck profile for Kashtira after the ban list. It's still the best deck. It's so obvious. Holy shit. I feel like everyone is gaslighting me. I see on Twitter people going, whoa, this deck is now way weaker. Arise Heart? I can Kurikara that. You could Kurikara everything. This deck has been Kurikara-able forever. Now stick around because there's actually new Kashtira combos that completely change this deck. And a lot of people are actually doing the combos wrong. If you still need a beautiful playmat, go to zerodamagegaming.com and use the code SOLEM for a discount. So for the main deck, of course, we start with Triple Prosperity. This is the craziest consistency card of all time. You can Prosperity into your starters. You can Prosperity into anything your heart desires. Play with this while you still can because one day it will be banned. Triple Pressured Planet Raid Salt, which is going to be the field spell to search everything. And of course, when you say field spell, you also have to play Terraforming. We're playing 2 Unicorn. Of course, we were sadly forced into 2 Unicorn. This deck was already a little bricky. Then we have 1 Scareclaw Kashtira. Now, I know some people wanted to up the numbers of this card to deal with the fact that when your Arise Heart is outed, you kind of need to banish it now to get it back with Theosis, which is a really cool combo. I'll maybe show that at the end as well. And I was also considering playing 2 for that reason, but the issue is this card is still somewhat bricky, and I really didn't want to increase the brick rate of the deck. Then I play Triple Fenrir because, well, it's basically the second best Kashtira card in a Kashtira deck. Also crazy in breaking boards, you're always going to play 3. Now, the thing that's really controversial maybe, I am playing Triple Rise Heart. Now, I am aware this is like the worst one, but the issue is I really didn't want to go down in the amount of playable hands because even with 3 Unicorn, this deck could already be unplayable sometimes. So I basically cut 1 Unicorn for 1 Rise Heart, and this way the hands that could normally not play but at least have like a Theosis or a Birth can now actually play, because Rise Heart with either of these is at least still an Arise Heart on the board. Also, if you draw a Unicorn and this card, you have the big combo that I'm going to be showing you very soon. Then we have Triple Theosis and Triple Birth. Honestly, if they wanted to really hit Kashtira, it should have been Birth being hit, because this is like just the endless follow-up that makes this deck thick. Then we have 1 Big Bang. Now, I was considering cutting this card because it's like a brick, and if you're not doing double Arise or Diablosis lines, why are you using this anyway? Well, we actually do have a big new combo going well past Arise Pass. Now, I want to make it very clear. Arise Pass is still threatening. Some people are coping that, oh, I'll just Kaiju it. Oh, I'll just Triple Tactics Talent it. Oh, I'll just Kurikara it. And while that is true, obviously Arise Pass does not like facing those cards. The issue is you can say that about any card. Every card has a counter. That doesn't mean, however, that the card is fair. We're not saying Maxi is weak just because you can Asher Call by it. Just draw the out has been like a ridiculous statement for years. However, sometimes we do want a much bigger combo, and that's when we use the new Raid Raptor engine people have been hyping up. Now, this has been played in a Brazilian Nationals before and actually won the event. But right now, everyone's gonna be forced to play these, if you want to have, of course, like a very large combo. So you are playing 1 Raider Swing and 1 Raid Raptor Tribute Lanius. And these 2 are basically gonna ensure that you suddenly have a very big Kashtira board once again. And you can actually play around Nib. And this is the big thing I see people get wrong in this combo, or at least they're not like thinking about the fact that they might be able to play Nib. It's like they're always just going straight for it. And while that's cute, there's ways around it. And these are very important. But again, for their effects, I'll show you in the combo. Then for the non-engine, we have Triple Ash. Ash Blossom is still just generically good. Gonna be good against Brandon and Labyrinth. And also, this card actually got a new buff, because now against Kashtira, you can freely Ash the field spell or the Terraforming, knowing that they can't have Gamma anyway. Or well, they could, but whew, if you get Gamma these days, okay. Then we have Triple Impermanence and Triple Dimension Shifter. Now, you do have to know that if you use Dimension Shifter, you will often not not be able to do this combo. So you need to basically choose. But after siding, depending on which decks you're playing against, you're basically gonna, take some out. Going second though in some decks, it's just too important to be able to shifter them. And then for our final non-engine, we have triple Book of Moon, we have 2 triple Tactics Talents, and 1 Nibiru. Now, I know this looks ridiculous, but let me explain. First of all, Book of Moon is just still amazing against Kashtira, and I do actually believe Kashtira is still gonna be the best deck, or like second best deck or something like that. Triple Tactics Talents is of course amazing against virtually everything going second. It's gonna be a little worse going first because a lot of people are gonna be playing less hand traps. And then 1 Nibiru. Why? Because we can search it in our combo. So this is not just me going quirky and I'll draw the 1 off. No, you can actually search this in your combo, and so that's why you're playing the 1. Now, it's still a good hand trap. You can still literally just Nibiru your opponent, but it's even better when it's searched in your combo, and now your opponent will probably not be able to OTK you because you're always gonna nib them. Then for the extra, we have 1 Kashtira Arise Heart. Oh no, only 1? What will we do? This card is still insane, and yes, it can be outed. There's also a lot of ways to just shuffle it back into your deck, but a lot of people are also just not realizing that often your Arise Heart gets outed, and then you just OTK. Turn 3 in Kashtira is usually just Fenrir, Unicorn, Scareclaw, Arise Heart type deals, or Big Eye Zeus type deals. It's actually relatively rare that you just make a new Arise Heart, but again, if you want to, there are ways to do so. Then we have 1 Shangri-Ira. Now, while I would like to play more, the extra deck actually has gotten way more tight, which is weird because a lot of stuff got banned, but we just added engines and now the ceiling of this deck is very interesting. Then 2 Zeus. Now, while I'm well aware that Diablosis no longer exists, if I need to Ash it Theosis while Unicorn is on board, I'm gonna fucking Ash it. Arise Heart be damned, some hands just are forced into that line. Then we have the Dark Armed, we have the Big Eye. We've been playing these for a long time. I'm also playing 1 Baron because we are still playing the Ash, and Baron is just an amazing card. Also, if you open the Ash, you can make the board even bigger that I was talking about earlier. And Ash as a hand trap isn't that amazing that you're like, oh no, I really want to have this Ash instead of my Baron. Like, nah, just make your Baron. For tech slots, we have a Donner to out stuff. We have Goliath to make our Kashtira Arise Heart not die. This is actually very important in my opinion right now because Runic might be making a resurgence, and so them having access to the Runic pop, giving them like 3 more outs in engine, nah, fuck that. We're Goliathing that Arise Heart if we can. And Omega. Omega, even though there's no Gamma, actually got even more important as an attachment target now, because if you can attach this to Arise Heart and they out the Arise Heart with something like a Kaiju, now the Omega and the Arise Heart will be in the graveyard and you can actually shuffle back your Arise Heart. So, oh, only 1. Oh, no. Now, for the new combo, we are also playing the F-Zero Utopia package. You can essentially put a brand new Negate and Steal onto your board. Yeah, sure, we can't double Arise Heart, but we can Arise Heart plus Draco Future. And that's plenty strong as well. And as another part of the combo, we also play Arsenal Falcon. And Arsenal Falcon can then generate us an Evil Swarm Nightmare, amazing against both Sprite and Kashtira because it's just a big Book of Moon, and then Gallant Granite, which can search us our Nibiru. So depending on what you're feeling like, you want Book of Moons or you want Nibiru, you can basically choose. But again, I'll be showing you the combo very soon. Now for our side, I am playing triple Summon Limit. The reason for the Summon Limit is that I just wanted like a bullshit floodgate. Again, a lot of people are going to be hyper prepared for the Arise Pass now. They're going to be very certain that they can Kurikara or Kaiju, and now you get to play under Summon Limit as well. So good luck with that, bozo. I have infinite follow-up with Birth, and you just did a summon. Then we have triple Cosmic Cyclone. Now I'm aware a lot of people are excited to play Lightning Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster for this coming format. And while I agree those cards are great, I actually fear Labyrinth far more. And so being able to chain a Cosmic Cyclone to a trap so that the lady cannot activate because she would be missing timing is absolutely crazy. So for that reason, I'm still on the Cosmic Cyclone train. You can also get rid of Runic Fountain with this, whereas like destruction-based effects can be protected by Hugin. So for that reason, I'm still really liking attacking the Cosmic, and of course, enjoy the mismatched rarity. You can never unsee that. Next, I'm playing triple enemy controller because this card is crazy against Kashtira, and of course, Kashtira is still the best deck, so you want to be prepared for it. I'm playing triple Bell. The reason is actually twofold, or should I say threefold. This card is still good against Matmec. While Matmec Circular did get hit, I do think the deck is still going to be good, especially if people aren't fully respecting it. Also, it is still solid against Branded. You can still stop Branded in red or something like Sanctifier. But of course, if they have Mercourier, GG. And it's a great hand trap against Labyrinth, which again is a deck that wasn't hit on the ban list. So basically, there's like 3 really solid decks, really solid contenders for the meta. And so I wanted to play Bell. And of course, mismatched rarities because I don't have a third secret for some reason. Next, I'm playing 1 Thrust and 1 Dark Hole because I do still want to respect Ibli Lock. Even though I'm playing like enemy controller, I get it. I still like a few more targets. And of course, it is still just solid in general. Being able to thrust into Dark Hole or triple Tactics Talents, depending on what you need in the situation, is always nice. And I just had these 2 slots together with a Call by the Grave. Now, Call by the Grave isn't necessarily just for hand traps. It's also really good against both Mathmec and Branded, because while Bell right here, cannot stop an Expulse lock if your opponent has a Mercourier, Call by can. So if I could play more Call by over Bell, I actually would. Like, I would probably play like 2 or 3 Call by at that point, but I can't, so it's 1. Whoa, the battery ran out. Now you get to see how that works. I basically need to do like a... Let there be light. Now for the combo, of course, check out this beautiful Zero Damage Gaming playmat. There's many more at zerodamagegaming.com. Use the code Solemn for a discount. There's also beautiful deck boxes. Just look at this. Just look at this beauty. Oh, it's a little... The light is a little strong, but like absolutely amazing stuff. So the combo can be done in a variety of ways. Basically, if you've played this deck a lot, you can do the combo whenever you can double a Rise Heart. That is basically the thing you have to like put into your mind. If I can double a Rise Heart, I can do the combo. And it's basically 2 card combinations that then produce this. Unicorn together with either of these produces the combo always. And then Pressure Planet together with any of these also produces the combo. So to make it easy, let's this time do the combo with Unicorn and Rise Heart. So we just have a 2-card hand. We can quickly pretend like the rest of our hand is non-engine, you know, make it look ridiculous and broken. There we go. We have these 2, Book, Ash, Imperm. Wow, we're really good players. Wow, you're topping YCSs this way, you know? So we have these 3 cards on the side. We're gonna special summon our Unicorn and use effect to add. We're gonna get ourselves a Theosis, and we're going to activate Theosis, gonna special summon our Fenrir. Then Fenrir effect is going to search for the missing card. This is why you need either Scareclaw or Rise Heart. So the missing card is Scareclaw Kashtira in this case, and so we basically have both now. And if it was vice versa, cool, then you search for the Rise Heart. So this is a setup right now. So you're going to special summon out your Rise Heart. You're going to overlay these basically as if you're going to do the Diablosis line into Shangri-Ira. Then you're going to activate the Rise Heart, banishing your Big Bang. So Big Bang is being banished here, and then you're going to do 1, 2. And now your Big Bang is going to special summon out, in this case, let's say Fenrir. Next, you will overlay for Arsenal Falcon. And this is the new part of the combo right here, because the Arsenal Falcon will activate its effect to special summon out your Lanius right here. Then you will use Lanius effect to send the Wing to the graveyard from the deck. This is also why the combo doesn't actually work under Shifter. And then Raider's Wing effect says that it can detach in order to special summon itself out. Now, a very important thing to note here. We can actually play around Nibiru here by making the concession that our Arise Heart will not have as much material as it could have. Is that worth it to you? Yes or no? That's up to you, but I personally think we should respect Nibiru while we're unsure of the format. So right now, we're going to overlay into our Utopic Future and then into our Utopic Draco Future. So now we have a monster negate that can also steal our opponent's cards. This is amazing because it's basically a new tool in Kashtira's arsenal. Get it? Arsenal Falcon? Hey, I think in the comment section right now, if you're watching, you should say, hey, Solemn, very funny joke, well done. Do it right now. Comment. Hey, Solemn, very funny joke. Thank you. I appreciate it. So now that we've actually created this Draco Future before being nibbed, we can basically negate a Nibiru. Now, if they Nibiru'd before we made this Draco Future, like let's say they Nibiru right here, we will still end on an Arise Heart. So this is how you play around Nibiru. If they Nibiru this early, cool, you're getting Arise Hearted. And if you don't Nibiru, well, now we can negate it, so good luck with that. So then we're going to overlay these two into one of two options. So here you can basically choose. Do you want your two Book of Eclipse on steroids, or do you want your Nibiru? In this case, let's go for the Nibiru. So we're going to overlay into Gallant Granite. And now here you want to be careful. You do not want to activate the Gallant's effect yet, because there's one more hidden effect that changes everything. So we're going to activate our Scareclaw Kashtira, banishing our Theosis, special summoning him out, and now our banish is actually Theosis plus Big Bang. So we're going to use Theosis effect to add the Big Bang to our hand. So now we have one more interaction just like that. And so because we've activated Shangri-Ira's effect this turn, now we can put our Arise Heart on top of our Scareclaw. Now of course don't put it in the Anima zone, I just don't have a lot of room with this little camera setup. Next we're going to activate Gallant Granite, and you're gonna want to use specifically Raider Swing. It'll be important why. So we're gonna do the Raider Swing away and search ourselves a Nibiru, and then Arise Heart's effect is gonna activate, attaching the Raider Swing. Now why does this matter? Because of Raider Swing's effect. Raider Swing says that an Xyz monster whose original attribute is dark, like Arise Heart, if this card is attached to it, cannot be targeted by card effects. So your Arise Heart here has targeting protection. Enemy controller? Bye. Book of Moon? Bye. Change of Heart? Bye. All these cards are garbage now, because our Arise Heart has that protection. This also means runic cards are pathetic. Because while Runic was very excited to have like in-engine outs to Arise Heart, that basically ends today. And see right here, we have this monster negate and take, we have a protected Arise Heart, and we have these interactions. So you're gonna be setting your Big Bang, which is like an evenly matched, you had your 3 other cards, and you have a Nibiru you searched, all in one combo, and your opponent could not Nibiru you. If they Nibiru'd you early, you still end on Arise Heart. If they Nibiru you late, well, they can't. There's a Draco future right here. So that is a combo, and again, you're gonna be able to do this whenever you could be double Arise Hearting. So if you have the field spell with any of those cards, you got it. You got Unicorn with Arise Heart, you got it. Unicorn with Scareclaw, you got it. Every single time you got it. And if your opponent was starting to hand trap you, okay, then you're just gonna end on Arise Pass, but who cares? Arise Pass is still strong, especially if your opponent went hella minus to get you there. Now, one more note about this engine. This engine also has some very strong going second options. You could be playing Raiders Knight together with that Dark Rebellion thing that Phantom Knights plays, so you could just always OTK. And there's another version of this combo where you can make Hope Harbinger to have a spell negate. But the issue with that is that you also have to run a Bricky Trap. And we already run the Bricky Big Bang, we run the relatively bricky like Dark Birds right here. So I didn't really want to add the trap on top of that. Now do note that if you draw one of these two, you can still do the combo. While these are like bricks, they aren't actual garnets. If they're in your hand, you basically just summon the one or the other with Arsenal Falcon, and you didn't use your normal summon, so you can still do it. And if you did use your normal summon, a Raider Swing can actually special summon itself out from the hand as well. So these aren't like true bricks. Of course, you would rather not draw them, but they aren't as awful as you might think. Whereas drawing Big Bang, that actually hurts. So that is the modern day Kashtira deck post ban list. I hope you found this very interesting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Is there another deck you really want to see? I would love to do some more paper Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Be sure to leave it down in the comments down below. Again, if you're looking for a beautiful new playmat, go to zerodamagegaming.com and use the code SOLEM for a discount. I will see you soon. Ciao.